Okay, well, along with hundreds of performances every year, the Newman Center for Performing Arts has a really exciting education program for students of all ages. And with me now, Associate Director of Educational Initiatives, Luke Watcher. How are you, Luke? It's so good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Woo. Well, my girls, as they've grown up, they've become like theater kids. They
Awesome.
love anything artistic, and I am loving it. Yeah. Okay, you've got some programs happening at the Newman Center. Tell us all about it.
Sure. So, like you said, we have programming for everyone from ages pre-K through to adults. We do student matinee concerts with the artists that we have on our Newman Center Presents series. We also bring artists out into the community to work with students at school doing workshops and master classes and shows. We do this really wonderful semester-long program in conjunction with Carnegie Hall called Musical Explorers, where students learn about artists from all over the world and then get to see them perform live. And we recently launched a summer camp last summer for teens that's all about learning how to compose and record and produce original music.
Oh my goodness, where were you when I was growing up all by myself in my room and I was having all these creativity things going off?
That's what we're going for.
This is wonderful. I mean, the fact that you collaborate with places like Carnegie Hall is huge.
Yeah, they're a wonderful partner. It's really cool to get to work with them.
Did you work with, or are you working with specific school districts? Like, I'm already thinking where my daughters are going, and how did that happen?
So we have students from all over the Front Range that access our programming, all the way from Fort Collins down to the Springs. But we do partner really closely with Denver Public Schools because that's the school district, that we're in Denver, and that's a part of our community. So kids from all over can access things, and then we do a lot of stuff specifically with DPS.
That is wonderful. We've got some talent here in Colorado.
Absolutely.
There's so many kids that just need that push and that resource to just take them to that next level. All right, opportunities for adults. Now, would you agree with me when I say it's never too late?
Oh my gosh.
To tap into your talents.
Absolutely. We do have some really cool programs for adults. We often do workshops and master classes with some of the world-class artists that we bring in. For example, last season we had this wonderful dance company called Bandaloop that actually dances up on the side of buildings using climbing ropes and technology.
Oh, wow.
And we were able to invite about 60 community members to come get up on the ropes and learn how to dance on the side of buildings with them.
How did
it was
that
really
go?
fun. It was fantastic.
So cool.
They're super brave and professional. So when they do it, they are way up in the air. We only had people about 6 feet off the ground, so it was pretty safe. But
they got a taste of it, right?
Yeah.
That is so neat. Again, bringing really unique experiences. Now, what I really like is that all the programs we're talking about here are offered free or at a very low cost. And how does that work? Like in today's world, everything you got to pay.
For sure. And it's really important to us that money is never a barrier to access to any of our programs. So we're lucky to have a really wonderful community of patrons and supporters that give to the Newman Center Education Fund to help what we do. We also work with foundations like the Genesee Mountain Foundation and U.S. Bank to fund those programs. And we really just rely on the community. We have lots of people, even small donations here and there to the Newman Center Education Fund really goes a long way to making sure that all kids in the state have access to high quality arts programming.
I'm so glad you brought that up because as a community, we can help support these wonderful organizations and they can continue doing this. Okay, my next question, of course, is somebody watching this morning saying, oh my gosh, I want to do that. What is the best way to sign up and to really see everything that is happening?
So all the information about our programs is on our website, newmancenterpresents.com in the education tab.
Okay.
You can find out about what we're doing this season, our plans for the future, registration information, and also information about making donations to help make all of this possible.
Again, we got to push those donations to continue being able to provide these programs. What would you say is your favorite one? Like if I wanted to get involved in something in this fall, what would you say? So
my favorite program is the Musical Explorers program that we do because it's a great combination of getting in depth with curriculum that we develop in class. Students throughout the spring semester learn about 3 diverse musical genres from all over the world. They learn about artists as people and they learn to sing and dance to music from those cultures. And then at at the end of the semester, they get to come to the Newman Center and meet the artists and sing along with the things they've been learning. It's like a rock concert for second graders. It's wonderful. The joy and energy is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Anything with music is going to already be very impactful, and that energy, and it's just great. I'm a musician, so
Yeah,
I
cool.
know that. Do you ever, Luke, look at kids and say, where have you been? You are so talented.
Yeah.
And it gives you that drive to just want to push them to that next level.
I mean, I see it every time that I work with kids. And that's why at the Newman Center, we're so passionate about making sure that all kids have access to something that can spark that creativity, because there's so much talent and every student has something beautiful and individual and unique to contribute to the world, and we want to help them find ways to express that.
That's very well said. Well, my 7-year-old swears she's going to be a YouTube star. I'm like, you still got to get the stage experience, and you got to get some hands-on. You're not just going to become a celebrity overnight.
Yeah, it
but
takes a little bit of work.
This is a good way to start. And in something like this, what kind of impact do you see with the people that get involved?
I mean, I think that you can see in students that there's like kind of a spark. You kind of can see something click when they are able to create something new, or they're able to see somebody on stage that looks like them or reflects their community.
Yeah.
You can just kind of see it, kind of their brain turn and realize like, oh, this is something I can do too. This is something for me. This isn't something that only certain people get to do. So having access to that and access to all sorts of different things that provide windows into new cultures, but also mirrors things that mirror students' cultures and lived experiences. That combination of things is really powerful for kids. And sometimes you can literally see it on their faces.
It's just wonderful and positive. Well, thank you so much, Luke, to you, the entire team, for coming on the show today, and of course working with our kids right here in Colorado. Thank you again, and
Thanks
you
so
may
much
just
for
see me
having
on the
us.
stage, just saying.
Yeah, come on by. We'll put you up on a rope on the wall.
I don't know about that, but okay. For more info, everyone, about the incredible educational experiences available for learners of all ages at the Newman Center for Performing Arts, again, go online right now, newmancenterpresents.com. Also donate and keep this wonderful thing going. You can also give them a call.